Welcome back everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is our paint through of the Resident Evil 2 board game 4th Survivor expansion. And I did a quick unboxing of this one before, but obviously there's only the two small miniatures, but I really think this is quite an awesome collection here. And what it comes with is the HUNK Human Unit No Kill figure, and it comes with the Tofu that were unlockables in the original Resident Evil 2 video game. So basically you could unlock this 4th survivor who was sort of like a speed run kind of level, and it kind of evolved later on in the franchise to the mercenaries, like the way I understand it. I mean, I played through all of those games, but this is kind of HUNK. It's quite a tiny miniature, but the detail is pretty nice here, and just trying to think of some strategies to make him pop and make some, using a mix of grays, blacks, beiges, but really subtly. I mean, obviously he's kind of a black, dressed in black. He's kind of got the SWAT helmet. He's got the gas mask. He's got the machine gun. At first, I thought he was holding a grenade, but I think it's just a thumbs up. Again, it's a callback to the game. And then the other unlockable was Tofu, which was sort of like an Easter egg inside of the original game where you could play as this knife-wielding block of tofu. And it was weird because he would run. And I think later Resident Evils have brought Tofu back too. Yeah, so my plan is to paint him white with a bit of beiges, to kind of give that tofu effect, and then maybe do a clear matte lacquer coat afterwards. Got the cards out for reference here. I'll have the HUNK one and Tofu. Also going to use references just from actual thinking about Tofu. The idea is sometimes you have that like little bit of yellowing around the edges or like browning around the edges from the soy curdling, whatever it is. And then also the idea of HUNK. I always liked in Resident Evil 4 when you're playing mercenaries and there's sort of like the end screen visual of HUNK. He's got like you see him from behind, he's kind of limping along, and you can really see the greens and a little bit of yellows and some grays that pop out there. So yeah, so quick base coat of the white on Tofu, and then I used a kind of a lighter gray as the base coat for HUNK, and then can darken up areas of HUNK as we go along. Again, layering on the matte white for Tofu, but also kind of looking at the brush strokes for Tofu to make him like, give him a bit of texture that's Tofu-like, right? The risk for HUNK that I struggle with is, how to make some of these colors pop. I'm using a little bit of a dark green to sort of highlight some areas, and then maybe I'll darken them up with the wash afterwards. So you can see the first round of them here. Just a base coat and a little bit of different colors. You can see the green there on the back. And I darkened the pouches to make them more pure black, while maybe his fatigues are more of a gray color. So then, yeah, so these will dry, jump back into some more details, another coat of white. You can see I've also put a touch of the brown there that you can see, but then I'm kind of painting over it to kind of give it a layer effect. And I'm going to do some experiment techniques here too with the tofu. I put some washes around the edges, and then maybe I will spritz them with alcohol and then model them with a sponge a bit. So here's a little detail, trying to get some washes on this. You can see I've got that radio pack on the back. I used beige, but that'll darken up with the wash. Yeah, it's looking kind of wet here, but once it dries up, it'll matte up pretty nicely. So, and here's Tofu again. That texture, trying to get that, make it a bit not pure white. Have it layer up with some Reichsland Reichsflesh wash. See, I see it grabbing those corners to kind of give it that baked processing of tofu look, and then I will kind of clean them out, kind of wipe it off a bit, but stain it a bit so you kind of have that tofu texture, and then maybe hit it with the white again to kind of clean it up, and just do a couple of layers of that, and then I think I'll finish that up with like I said, with the matte lacquer. I like to do the miniatures with a gloss lacquer a lot. I'll do non-oil now on HUNK, darken up some of those bags, and that radio pack in the back that'll kind of mute some of the brightness of the colors. You can see the tofu's coming up pretty well. HUNK's looking pretty good. Going to hit the eyes soon here, and you can see got the eyes. You can see there's some different tones. Got a little bit of greens in there. Got a little blacks in there. Still not quite done yet, but kind of blend it. And you can see tofu is kind of coming along here. Again, he's got that mottled look to him. I like the way they've bent the tofus. When you see him run in the game, he kind of runs like somehow like those. He twists and bends like he's running forward, but it's obviously there's no feet or legs, but it's pretty funny. And they've emulated that motion in the arched back of the tofu figure, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is pretty much the final version. Tofu's got his knife, ready for the gameplay. HUNK is ready for gameplay. I definitely will play the 4th Survivor expansion, and looking forward to playing some Resident Evil board game. Now that the new movie's coming out, we'll probably do a lot of play for this. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave comments below for your memories of 4th Survivor and HUNK and Mercenaries. And ring the bell, and you can get notified when I'm doing some Resident Evil board game play. Thanks for watching, and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.